my name is Amber Carr, and this is my dog, Whiskey. Whiskey is notorious for not being very cuddly. She loves to work and she loves food, but it actually makes our cuddly moments even more special. And what's even more special is she can tell when I'm really not feeling well. The day before I had my son, she came running up to me, laid on me and my belly, and I knew something must be up because she's clearly cuddling with me means something is really special going on, and it was a really special moment. Happy holidays from our family to yours.
The holidays are here. Time for joy, family, and of course, keeping our furry friends safe and happy. Let's dive into a dog-friendly holiday season. Decorations. They're festive for us, but confusing for them. Keep those sparkly, chewable temptations like tinsel and ornaments out of tail-wagging reach. Routine is king. Amidst the holiday hustle, stick to your pup's regular schedule. Consistent meal and walk times mean a calm, happy dog. Feast time. But remember, not everything on your plate is pup-friendly. Keep that turkey bone and holiday chocolates away from curious noses. Travelling with your pooch, ensure they're safe and comfy in the car. And don't forget their favourite blanket. Party time! But let's not forget, loud noises and new faces can be overwhelming. A quiet, cosy spot for your dog can be their peaceful haven. And hey, a little holiday fashion never hurts. A festive bandana or sweater can make your pup the star of the show without the fuss. So there you have it. With these simple tips, you and your furry friend are all set for a safe, joyful holiday season. Happy holidays, everyone. Let's make it a season to remember for two-legged and four-legged family members alike.
Treat your pup this holiday season with this easy recipe for cutout cookies for dogs. My name is Mimi Council and this is my pug John John. Let's make Christmas dog cookies together. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Start by adding 226 grams of peanut butter to a stand mixer. Make sure to give your dog a little lick because they will smell you open the jar. But if they're anything like John John, they may be too lazy to come help, but still expect a taste. Next, add in 85 grams of raw honey. I like to weigh the honey and peanut butter right into the mixing bowl for ease. Add in 2 large eggs, then 127 grams of all-purpose flour and 85 grams of oat flour. Mix on low until combined into a dough. Lightly flour your work surface and the dough. Roll it out until it's thin, about 1/4 inch. Cut out cookies using whatever cookie cutters you like. For Christmas, we're using gingerbread men, snowflakes, and candy canes. Continue to do this until all the dough is gone. Place the cutout cookies on 2 parchment paper lined baking sheets. In a small dish, add 2 tablespoons of honey and 2 tablespoons of water. Microwave this for about 10 to 20 seconds until the honey is melted and can combine with the water. Using a pastry brush, brush the tops of the cookies with this mixture. This will give them a really nice golden brown color and make them extra tasty for your dog. Bake at 350 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes or until the cookies are golden brown. I hope your dog loves these as much as John John does. For more dog recipes, follow us at Mimi's Organic Eats. Happy holidays from our kitchen to yours.
Hi, I'm dog trainer Chrissy Joy, and we're back and we're going to learn the trick paw. When you do paw, your dog doesn't know to give you his paw. He doesn't understand it. So how would you start it? You could start by feeding a treat and gently lifting their paw at the same time giving them a treat. That way your dog understands like, oh, I have to lift my paw in order to get the treat. Again, take these steps very small and involve lots of treats and praise if your dog does it right. So at the very end of this trick, when you feel like you've got it right, I want you to use the word paw on top of everything that you've taught. So hopefully our dogs will give their paw to us and then we'll reward and praise. Would you paw? Yes, good boy. All right, I can't wait to see your videos of paw with your dog. Show us your great attempts and skills with paw. We can't wait to see them coming up. night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Right, Fuji? The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him explain as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Merry Christmas, everybody.
I saw her, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I got a dog, it would be her. And then I had just broken my thumb. I fractured my CDC joint in my thumb and I got surgery. And it was right after the surgery, I was like, you know what? I got some time. I'm gonna get that dog. You know, she's part of my routine, really. You know, coming back from a hard practice, tough game, or just a long day. And to come back and ground with Kona and, you know, just hang out in the backyard and, you know, take my shoes off, be on the grass with her. It really revitalizes me. Good dogs.
Hi, I'm dog trainer Chrissy Joy, and today I'm going to teach you how to get your dogs to dress up and maybe enjoy the process. This is Fuji, and I'm going to try to put a Santa hat on him because as the holidays come near, we always want to have cute photos of our pets. All right, I have my treats here and the Santa hat. One thing I'm going to do is let my dog investigate the hat and give him a treat for doing that. So every time he investigates the hat on his own, I'm going to let him have a treat. Now next, I'm gonna slowly incorporate it onto his head, so I might not even put the strap around him. Maybe just sit it on top of his head and give him a treat for doing that. You wanna take this into slow steps. Finally, I might take the strap, make sure it's nice and loose, and just slowly put it on his face, give him a treat, and take it right off. By doing these steps, you're not overwhelming your dog too much, and you're going to be able to get this on him in no time. Finally, if the final step goes well and you have lots of rewards involved, you might be able to leave the hat on just for a moment and then take it off. Can your dog wear something fun for us? A sweater, a hat, a scarf? Just something fun. We can't wait to see all of the surprises that we're going to get from you. Feel free to submit your videos and show me what your dog can wear.
Having Bubba at home, kind of grounded me, it kept me grounded. It gave me someone to talk to. It gave me a reason, besides football to, leave the house. So that was cool. His personality and the things that he likes to do, and the things that he doesn't like to do, just all those things, you don't really notice how much dogs will impact you until you have one.
Join us for holiday baking with your dog. My name is Mimi Council and this is John John. Today we're making cranberry pumpkin dog cookies. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Start by adding 57 grams of melted coconut oil to a large mixing bowl. Next, add in 113 grams of pumpkin puree, 1 large egg, and 43 grams of raw honey. Mix using a hand mixer just for a minute to combine the egg. Next, add in 127 grams of all-purpose flour, 113 grams of oat flour, 50 grams of rolled oats, and half a teaspoon of baking soda. Mix together until combined into a smooth dough and there's no flour bits. While I'm using my hand mixer here, you can also do this in a stand mixer or even with just a spatula. John John decided not to help in the kitchen today. He's watching from his bed, waiting for these cookies to be ready for eating. Next, chop half a cup of fresh cranberries into small pieces. These are a little bit tart for your dog, so small pieces are best so they don't get too much at once. Fold the cranberries into the dough with a spatula. Using your hands, roll the dough into 24 balls and place them on the prepared baking sheets. You'll have 12 cookies per sheet. Bake at 350 degrees for 12 to 14 minutes or until they are lightly golden brown on the bottoms. I think John John knows that the cookies are ready. Your dog will love these homemade pumpkin dog cookies as much as John John does, and they make the perfect snack for movie night. This is your sign to make cookies and watch Christmas movies with your dog this holiday season. For more dog recipes, follow us at Mimi's Organic Eats. Happy holidays from our kitchen to yours.
I loved paddleboarding with my dog, Lucy. From the first time we did it, it was one of our favorite things to do together. And she got so good that she would just lay on the front of my board with her tail dangling in the water as I paddled us around. And I just felt like we were really connected whenever we were out on the water together.
glistening with snow. Hot cider to fight the cold this time of year. Stockings neatly hung, sweet carols are being sung. Baking cookies has just begun, the scent is here. There's magic everywhere, people without a care. Take me there. Nothing compares to Christmas in the air. North Star shining bright, red ribbons on the city lights, bells ringing this holy night. There's Christmas cheer. Grandma's manger scene, decorated with evergreens, Frosty dancing on the TV screen. Santa's near. There's magic everywhere, people with love to share. Take me there. Nothing compares to Christmas in the air. Christmas time brings us together. The memories will last forever. There's magic everywhere, people with love to share. Take me there. Nothing compares to Christmas in the air. To Christmas in the air.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Ortiz. I have a miniature dachshund named Katie Margaret. I've had her since she was 10 weeks old, and she is now 18 years and 10 months. She'll be 19 years old in December. She's still kicking. When we first got her, she was little and feisty and pesky, and she still is, and she's a wonderful little animal, and she's just the exclamation point in our lives, and she's doing great, and I love her to bits. And I hope you guys are as happy as I am over the holidays, and happy holidays to everyone.
Hi, I'm dog trainer Chrissy Joy, and we're going to work on the lie on side skill this week. This is a great way for your dog to learn how to settle, and it's the precursor to roll over. First, we're gonna work on some of the tricks you may have been working on, which is our sit and our down. Yes, good boy. Once my dog is in the down position, I'm going to work on my dog lying on his side. So I'm gonna take the treat from his nose over to the side of his shoulder and see if he'll actually offer me a little bit of a lie on his side. Yes, I'm going to reward every step of the way to make sure he's comfortable. Give lots of treats during this process, because some dogs don't know about lying on their side. They might feel a little weird there. You can give lots of pets and comforting behaviors here for your dog to stay confident. Feed lots of treats. When you're done, you can say, okay, and your dog can come out of that position should they want to. I think he's pretty comfortable. Be sure to show me your lie on side skills with your dog. Remember to take it very slow, use lots of reward, and don't ever push your dog into this position. It should be something that you both are enjoying. Can't wait to see your videos.
This is my beloved heart dog, Violet. She reminded me the other day how connected we are. When it was the anniversary of my dad's passing, and I was over at my desk all by myself, not making any noise, looking at pictures of my father and just thinking about him, feeling really sad, really missing him. And the next thing I know, here comes Violet from across the house, up to my lap, lays herself down, gives me some kisses, and reminds me how deeply connected we are, how she's always in tune with me. What a special bond.